morning, everyone. Thank you so much for attending our service for month June. I hope we are all in excellent health and in bright, warm summer spirits. I visited Japan from June 9th to the 21st. I usually make this trip in October or in November, but I did it earlier this year because I wanted to attend two special celebrations. First was the commemorative Konko Independence Ceremony held at the headquarters on Sunday, June 12th. The other was the third-year memorial service for my mother, the late Mrs. Takeuchi, to be held at my Japanese home church, the Konko Church of Chicago, on Sunday, June 19th. The commemorative service at Honbu honors Konko ministers who have served for 40 years, which I achieved this year. It meant many ministers who had trained in the Konko Seminary School the same year I had to get together in person. As classmates at the Konko Seminary School, those ministers who had studied together got to see one another at a reunion party after the ceremony. Most of them I had not seen for 40 years. We talked with each other like a bubbling water fountain. We drank, laughed, and encouraged each other. The next day, on June 13th, Konko Church of Otoshima had its monthly service. I admire the Konko Church of Otoshima as I saw their head minister welcoming a principal mediator at his morning procession to the main worship hall before 4 a.m. with some young members. It was a great pleasure to see my niece, Reverend Fukuyo Iwamoto, who married Reverend Shinji Iwamoto, son of the head minister of Reverend Tokuo Iwamoto at the Konko Church of Otoshima in November of 2015. Fukuyo Sensei sent me an email on April 27th that said Reverend Tokuo Iwamoto wanted me to give my sermon for the monthly service to be held on the June 13th at the Konko Church of Otoshima. Then Reverend Katsuhiko Otsubo, my current Prime Minister of the Konko Church of Chicago, sent the following message on April 30th. I would like to become the #1 grateful person in Japan. This is the favorite phrase of the Prime Minister of the Konko Church of Chicago, Reverend Soichiro Otsubo. It can be said that after pursuing this gratitude, he achieved an unbreakable peace and joy in his heart. During my silent prayer the next morning, 4 a.m., the following idea welled up in my mind. I would like to recite "Arigatou gozaimasu," thank you very much, 1,300 times a day in my mind. Reverend Torao Iwamoto, Prime Minister of the Konko Church of Otoshima, did. When I got back to the mediation seat, I wondered how long would it actually take to say this. So I counted how long it took to recite "Arigatou gozaimasu" 100 times. It took only 1 minute. That meant it took 30 minutes to say "Arigatou gozaimasu" 1,300 times. I thought that was a little bit short. Then I thought who I would give thanks to and decided Ikami Konko Daijin. It took 3 minutes to sincerely recite Ikami Konko Daijin-sama arigatou gozaimasu 100 times. So it will take 39 minutes to 1,300 times. 39 pronounced thank you in Japanese. So I decided to recite Ikami Konko Daijin-sama arigatou gozaimasu 1,300 times a day. Since then, I have tried to recite Ikami Konko Daijin-sama arigatou gozaimasu at any time whenever it occurred to me. It has created my posture not to break up my peaceful and joyful heart. Leaving everything up to Kami, I delivered my sermon for the monthly service at the Konko Church of Otoshima on June 13th. Happily, it was very well received. The third year memorial service of Takeuchi Itsuko Wagatama Hime no Mitama no Kami was held on Sunday, June 19th at the Konko Church of Chicago. It was filled with Kami's awesome workings. I believe this through the divine virtue of my mother, the late Mrs. Itsuko Takeuchi. It rained early that morning. Then the sky cleared up. After the service, we went to Kanishige to commemorate my mother's life over food and drinks. During that time, it rained again, but none of us got wet at all. Everyone read the thank you message to my mother. All of her grandchildren especially delivered their message to her. Each man was wonderful and touched my heart deeply. My daughter Hiroko sent a very moving message to her grandmother. To my surprise, my sons Mitsunori and Daichi sent a message to her as well. I was very happy to hear them. Thanks to my mother and divine virtue, this the most important during my visit to Japan this time was to be able to see directly Reverend Mitsuaki Otsubo and touch his kind way of practicing faith. When he brushed his teeth early morning on May 24th, the blood came out of his mouth. It happened 3 times in that morning. His wife, Mrs. Emiko Otsubo, took him to hospital. He stayed in the hospital for 5 days for examination. The doctor found that Mitaki sensei had stomach cancer and then told him to see a surgeon named Dr. Takeuchi on June 6th. Mitaki sensei immediately thought cancer was divine love to develop unbreakable peace and joy in his heart. He worshipped cancers and wished to change cancer cells to Wagakoro cells. Through his perfect faith practice each and every moment. Then he naturally came to change his lifestyle completely. When he saw Dr. Takeuchi, he said there was no other way than to remove his stomach. But there was doubt as to how much the cancer might have metastasized, so Mitaki sensei would have to have another additional test in 2 weeks. Now he had done his best to direct his heart toward Kami more precisely than ever to transfer cancer cells into our core cells during this time. I had a plan to stay in Japan for 2 weeks from June 9th to June 21st. It was almost the same period when Mitaki sensei would do his best to deepen his peaceful and joyful heart in earnest. So I named this trip to Japan this time my visiting Japan with peace and joy in my heart in earnest, in order to assist Mitaki sensei's faith practice in any way possible. During my visit to Japan, I devoted myself to having unbreakable peace and joy in my heart. Through this, I felt Kami near me and hear the divine voice. As if by touching, I could feel Kami's warmth, and by walking, I would draw sparkling blood. Mitaki sensei will receive the final result to decide how to deal with his stomach cancer on June 27th, tomorrow. Let's pray for him sincerely and wholeheartedly. Let's develop unbreakable peace and joy in our heart to assist his faith training as any possible way. Thank you very much.